You are now listening to Wild Talk. Wild Talk is the podcast that discusses the LA Wildcats of the XFL and all Los Angeles sports. Produced by Alex Cauldron. With your hosts, Chris Rico and Gabriel Montoya. You are now engaged in Wild Talk. Boys, get talking.
And we're back with Wild Talk.
Gabe doing?
I'm taking a selfie.
We're here with Gabe
Hola.
and Chris Rico.
What's good, y'all?
I don't even know why I say Chris Rico and then I say your last name. Gabe Montoya and Chris Rico. And we have an in-studio guest, Maurice Jones. I butchered that. Maurice Jones.
Mo.
Would you prefer to be called Mo?
Maurice.
Mo is fine.
It's super cool. Super cool black guy boys, dude.
Mo is fine.
Gives himself compliments.
You know what's funny? My brother-in-law was gonna come, and his name is Mo as well.
Oh, that's what's up.
Shout outs to him.
Shout outs to Mo.
The Mo of us out there, huh?
Yup.
I see.
In Spanish, there's a word called tocayo, which means we have the same name.
Oh,
Yeah. So instead of being like,
not what it means.
instead of them calling each other,
Don't teach him
her
wrong
name's
Spanish.
Mo, they call each other tocayo.
He's
A
literally
little
I
Spanish
did not know
information for the Spanish folks
For the Spanish folks,
who are in love with Chicharito.
Chicharito.
what's not to love, right? I mean, he's, Mexican.
Yeah.
He's a light-skinned minority.
Yo.
He's a light-skinned minority?
I wonder how his English is. Is it good? Because he's been playing in England for a long,
Yeah,
long
no, I
ass
mean,
time.
he spoke English since he was a kid, so he's fine.
Okay. Well, NFL's finally over for me.
Finally, it's been over for you.
No, well, yours ended last week.
Yeah,
I won't go there.
The only one with the team still in it is Mo, Niners fan. Like the other Mo. The other Mo's a Niners fan too.
Yo, is that a thing for Mo's or what?
I guess it sounds like that. I had no idea. So
I hate both the teams for next week
why is that?
or for Super Bowl.
I don't hate the Chiefs.
I'm a Raiders fan.
Oh, okay. So you suffer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
If
get
anybody wants to do anything that Sunday Super Bowl, I'm free. We can go surfing, hit up the mall. Gabe, I know you'll be about.
But I honestly think
Always.
your future is bright. I think the future for you is bright as a Raiders fan because I think that next year your new stadium opens in Vegas. I mean, a city where you can show up, gamble on your team, drink all night,
Yeah.
walk down the street 2:00 in the morning with a beer in your hand.
Right.
I think it's going to work out for the Raiders out there.
Yeah, because they're already partnered up too. I see them, they were at the fight last night.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's good. It's gonna be good energy.
Yeah, I think it's going to work out for
Yeah.
them. Better than it ever did in Oakland.
Baker
I
Mayfield
know
was
there's going to be a lot of fans going to be sad to see him go, but I think once they see this new stadium,
Yeah,
I think it'll turn a lot of people around.
that's true.
That fight was good, by the way. I like that.
We get into the
All
fight now.
minute of it.
Let's get into the fight.
So how was you guys' week? What did you do this week? Anything special?
Well, I watched the national championship, which we'll get into later.
Yeah, I watched a lot of sports. I went to Santa Barbara. And did I say that last time? No.
No, you said you were going.
Yeah.
I don't think. No, you didn't say it on the podcast, but
I
said
did
you were
go.
going.
I went on Tuesday to Santa Barbara. And then
was it a game?
no, it was not a game.
It's not a game.
It's a lifestyle, not a game.
I just say, did you go watch a game? The soccer game there.
Why did you go to Santa Barbara?
Yeah.
Can't really say on that.
All right.
air.
Oh,
That's
man.
cool.
No, I'm kidding. I went to Santa Barbara because I'm doing my internship with the NCAA and UCSB.
Yeah.
You know those thieves. I mean that.
That's how far I have to go on a Tinder date. No, but I did that, and then I went going through my garage, reorganizing my garage in my new place, and I found some stuff which I'm going to reveal later on the show.
Is it the stuff you showed on Twitter?
It's a sneaky snake.
Okay.
I'm a snake.
Is that a bigger snake?
I'm a slithery snake.
How about you, Mo? Anything interesting this week?
No, just watch the 49ers kick ass. That's about it.
We already knew that was gonna happen. That was my lock last week.
Quarter in the swear
Yeah.
jar.
So you do like a lock, like a shoe in or something like that?
That one was my locks from day one.
I think we all picked the 49ers, right?
Yeah.
Rico's lock of the century. of the week.
And I said
And
they were going to
my
win by a
rivals,
lot.
like, you know, it's
I said they were going to win by a lot, too. And
Oh,
you guys were
yeah.
like, no.
Rico hates the Packers, so I knew he was
I hated
gonna
both.
pick
I literally
Rico, you sound like you have a lot of hate in your
no.
He's
no,
a
no.
Raiders fan.
There's a lot of people agreeing with you.
he hates that.
No, there's a lot of people agreeing with you right now. But I already knew the game was such a lock that I watched the first quarter and then I just went to go take a nap.
Hey, bro.
And I woke up and there was
Nice.
exactly what it was. I was like, oh, all right, we're good.
A wise man once said, "If you have hate in your heart, let it out."
Ooh, you got to let the
But
lead
I don't
out.
have no hate in my heart.
You ever let the lead out?
Whoa.
So me,
Led Zeppelin.
I was on a podcast this week. Shout outs to
Yup.
XFL Fantasy Central.
my
Whoop
bad.
whoop.
Alex, what
Big
did you do
trust.
this week?
Whoop whoop.
Yo,
Hey, I want to give a shout outs to the host Radia Gomez for having us, and we're gonna plan to
he's
have
like
him.
a rich man's Gabriel Montoya.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Just joking.
He's a step up
We love you. We love you.
by a lot. I'm like
Yeah.
But he's really.
I'm like a middle income, myself version.
So go check out his podcast, XFL Fantasy Central, on Apple Podcasts. You know, download the newest episode to listen to producer Alex. Whoop whoop, big trust.
XFL
Big
Fantasy
trust.
Podcast. Is that his handle on his
And
Twitter?
he held it down for us, man.
He held it down for the Wildcats. I represented the Wildcats, and you know we're
Yeah.
gonna win that championship.
He just got put on the spot a bit, but
Oh, we
Yeah.
already follow each other. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
yeah.
But he's so we're gonna have him. We're gonna do more work with him. Have him as a calling guest.
Let's get our game up before we
And,
get somebody that good on the show.
He thinks he's gonna come to the first game. So the first home game.
Nice.
So we'll link up. We'll do some video work with them. We'll do
Yerp.
some stuff. Co-productions.
Let's not
Anyways,
get too drunk that first game because we can't look stupid.
But that's how you built your reputation.
That's true. Damn.
every podcast you've been saying you'll be drunk in the stands.
We are gonna be drunk in the stands. Section 122, we out there.
We out there. Whoop whoop. So yeah.
come
So
see
Where
us.
can people follow us, Alex, on social media?
wildtalk.la.
No. Underscore.
Wild Scots?
Wild Scots.
Wild style.
Wild Scots. For everybody all you Scottish fans, Wild Scots _LA. Wild Talk _LA on Twitter and on Instagram.
IG.
On the
Wild
gram.
Talk
If
underscore.
it ain't on the gram, it ain't real.
And if you want to email us, it's wildtalk.la@gmail.com. So what's up with the,
I like the way you say .com.
who watched the national championship game?
Joe Burrow, the GOAT. That was literally the best college football team of all time.
They were amazing this year.
They were so
They
fucking good.
they were just like, dude. They were,
Dude, he was-
Syracuse. Clemson was good too. Like
Yeah.
the whole talk was, oh, they don't deserve to be there and this and that. Dude, they beat Ohio State handedly,
Hey, bro.
and then they
sorry, go ahead.
and then they went in and they gave LSU all they could handle, and then LSU kind of like the Chiefs, they just woke up, you know, and they gave it back to them, you know, back and forth, and they were like, oh dang, we got a game now, and then LSU just turned it on a little bit more, and Clemson couldn't keep up. It was over.
First of all, just shout outs to Ronnie Sunshine. I think he's going to be a good NFL QB. I like Clemson. I thought
He's
they're
not
going to
going in
win.
the draft this year, though.
He's not.
He's gonna.
Damn.
He's not
Really?
ready.
He has one more year he needs to play one more year. I think.
He's not, dude. He's not ready. He had, by NFL standards, the receivers are open
Yeah.
because I think an actual NFL window is like 6 inches to a foot, and in college it's like literally
That's what she
3.
said, bro.
Yeah. Look at he got real happy. It's a family show, guy. But in college, it's about 3 to 5 yards, and I guess people were like, he's nowhere near ready.
Damn, I still like Sunshine.
But Joe Burrow is the GOAT, literally hitting fools before they even broke the route.
Yeah.
Touchdown passes. On a slow game, he had 492 yards.
You got moused.
5 touchdowns. Whoop, whoop. Big trust.
You're not even an LSU fan.
Bro, I'm a Joe Burrow fan, dude.
How? When?
I have this thing about quarterbacks, man. I don't know.
What the?
Chris Rico loves mediocre white quarterbacks.
He's like Tannehill and Cousins till the day I die.
Well, you're a
And-
Tannehill fan.
No, I was a big Baker fan. Jimmy Garoppolo. I was a big Jimmy Garoppolo fan until we realized he wasn't that
Wait,
good.
wait,
He's
wait.
mixed.
What did Baker Mayfield do to make you a fan? Because he's
Well, he-
not a good quarterback.
Well,
Commercials
he already
are-
dropped them, and he's on Gardner Minshew now.
I'm on Gardner Minshew.
Oh yeah, well Gardner Minshew's
Minshew Mania.
amazing.
And
Uncle Rico, he
Uncle Rico.
he could throw a quarterback. He could throw a football a quarter mile.
Or a
Dude, he's
quarterback, a
traveling the
football
country in an RV, dude.
wait. You know what I heard? If they would have put him in the championship game, they would have won it. That's what I heard, man. I heard that on the street.
I like that.
Well,
The streets is hot. It's talking.
one thing about the Clemson LSU game is I thought everything changed when what's the middle linebacker's name? I can't pronounce
The dude that got ejected.
Skolaski,
Yeah.
Scholastics,
Yeah.
James Skolaski, when he was ejected for targeting, which I didn't think he was targeting.
No,
him.
he hit
Nah,
with the bottom of his neck, dude.
So, yeah, but if you look at it, his teammate hit the dude low. The trajectory changed, and then he was ejected.
You mean the target? Like the target was a moving
the-
target?
yeah, he
target
hit him
moved.
with the back of his head.
The target moved, so he didn't, whatever. But he got. I think that's. I think
Clemson has first round draft picks all over the front.
I think
side.
I think that's a dumb move, ejecting them for that hit. Like their whole defense changed after that. Like you could take your best.
Dude, you weren't gonna stop Joe Burrow, man.
We never know now. It's an asterisk.
Oh
next to
no,
the,
no,
it's an
I'm
asterisk.
not doing that.
The Astros.
Asterisk. It's an asterisk next.
The Houston Asterix.
We don't know. But all I'm saying is we don't know if they would have won with Scholastics in.
Dude, Lawrence wasn't doing shit, man.
We don't know. That's all I'm saying, Rico. We don't know.
He literally wasn't doing shit.
Nah, he's
So I think
He got that ejection at the end zone. They were gonna score a touchdown.
Yeah,
it was in the end zone.
yeah.
bro, it was at the 10-yard line at best. It was in the end
What
zone.
I'm saying is they were gonna score anyways.
Bro, it was gonna. Okay, fine, whatever. The biggest loser to me in the national championship game was USC.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow's Cincinnati. It's gonna be nice.
USC.
USC.
I can't
I'm
believe.
like, wait, what?
I can't believe SC let go of
Oh,
I know.
the head coach.
SC settled to be mediocre.
They let him go because he talks like this, and that doesn't speak to the boosters. They don't like that from SC.
SC is going to be middle of the pack school now. They've settled. They're not. I think we've seen the best of SC.
So they win. SC picked Sarkisian over Oregon.
Orgeron.
Yeah,
Orgeron. Dude, they made the wrong choice. I mean,
Yeah.
Ed Orgeron is a great
And
coach.
they made another wrong choice by keeping the coach that's still today.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Instead of picking up somebody like Urban Myers or
Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, and I think their excuse was that they didn't want they want to save money.
Yeah.
It's literally their excuse.
oh my God, why? Well, you know what? If you had a better coach and a better program, money will be coming in
Yep.
hand over fist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but
Hand over fist.
For all our listeners, Gabe is actually putting his hand over his fist right now.
And this doesn't make sense.
And he
But
has
it's supposed to be the same
and he has
hand.
big fists too.
Yes, he has a pretty big fist.
Yep. For being a soccer player, he has big hands.
Speaking of big fist, anybody watch that fight last night? The
Yep.
Conor McGregor.
Conor
He's
McGregor
back.
fight.
That's how I walked into the studio.
Yep.
I mean, personally, he was fighting an old concussed fighter who looked burnt.
Hey, what about that shoulder?
But
though?
he murked him though. He murked him in seconds.
Oh, he murked him. Yeah,
I don't know. You
He
can
did.
mess someone up
Yeah.
with your shoulder like that.
those were some
I
violent.
know. What?
Those were some violent shoulders. I'll admit, but I think he'll get roasted by.
Yo, he's back, dude.
Back from where?
From
the
the
dead.
dead.
I mean,
I came back from the dead.
from slapping up old fools at bars.
And he wants to smoke.
Hey,
He wants to smoke, man.
He
Let the
told
man
him
have
this.
his smoke.
Hey, Masvidal's gonna eat him up.
Masvidal is the truth, man. He's like, dude,
He's
so
the baddest
ferocious.
motherfucker alive. He literally is wearing the belt.
See,
Yeah.
ferocious.
Street
Whoa.
Jesus is gonna eat him up, bro.
I knew that McGregor would win the fight because he was facing a cowboy, and was it January? They don't do good this time of year. No way. Cowboy.
No way, cowboy. I was like,
I was like, where is he
See,
going?
I'm taking you places. I'm taking you places.
Man, I did not expect that tonight. Well, it's getting late.
Well, on that note, this is Wild Talk.
Yo, that was
Let's leave on a high note.
the Wild Talk highlight of the night. The Cowboys don't do well this time of year.
Sorry, Cowboy fans. But
No, not sorry to Cowboy fans.
Yeah, screw the
That's
Cowboys.
the problem with the Cowboys. They sorry. That's the problem.
Damn. That's Mo. Come find him.
That's right. I said it.
want that smoke?
Give me some more.
What's your Twitter handle?
Hey, Mo wants all the smoke.
I actually don't have a Twitter handle. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I like it.
Ooh, he's
Staying
off.
off the grid.
Yep.
I'm mysterious.
He went rogue.
I'm like Batman, but not in a cool way at all.
Oh no, you're the George Clooney, the George Clooney version of
The
Batman.
Val Kilmer version with the nipples.
Hey, but if you're on Friendster, you still on
Are
there.
you like the last person on there? Yeah, I'm the last person on Friendster. Yeah.
You?
Oh, I have
You
to
know
look
But
what?
he's
at my
heavily
MySpace.
active on fucking LinkedIn.
Hey, Friendster is still popular in the Philippines.
Hey, you know, I was actually talking to a friend of mine. I was like, I miss my MySpace. Anybody want to get on MySpace? I miss it.
You want to bring it back, Mo?
I want to be. I want my own space again.
Dude, that thing was so cool when you
Oh,
think
hell
about
yeah.
it. Like
Top
being able
8
to
friends?
put your
Only if
own-
I'm your top 8. Only if I'm your top 8.
everything that you have on your smartphone now and like on your social media was all in one place. Like MySpace was crazy, dude. And Tom was all our friends.
Tom, yeah.
It was popping too.
Did you ever have that conversation with somebody when they were like, "Hey, how come I'm not in your top 8 anymore? Can you like,
Yeah.
what's up with that?"
Yeah.
Bro, that meant something, man.
Like when you broke up with someone, you kicked
Yep.
them and
Yep.
all their friends off.
Yeah.
Why can't we go back to MySpace? That's all I'm saying.
This is we're on the gram now.
Oh,
It's the truth.
That is. It's the truth. So, moving along to some LA sports news. Anybody watch the Lakers this week?
Yup. They won last night. That was a good night. Lakers won,
Last night.
Well,
and then Conor McGregor won.
they lost to the Magic on Wednesday.
Yeah, that was.
And
That
that
was
was
kind
a-
of a fluke
they
game.
look like
That's a
they were
fluke.
out drinking that night.
Yeah, that's a fluke game.
Well, it was a it was a very
During the
entertaining
game.
It was a very entertaining game. I was watching the game with a couple of people and
Name names. So you're lying.
just watching I was watching the game.
Manuela.
I was watching the game with my two uncles,
Rosie Palm.
and everybody was sharing the same sentiment that you shared on Twitter, that we felt great for Markelle Fultz, like getting off, because he's had such trouble in the league, but
Right.
not against our team. That's the
Right.
only sad
Yo,
thing.
shout outs to Gator too. He's
To Gator.
Shout out to Gator. Does he listen to our podcast?
I think he's gonna start.
Shout out to our friend Gator.
He's an Orlando fan. He went to the game,
Oh, okay.
so he just has that on us now.
Nice.
So me and Gator get into like full on fights on our chat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because he's
Dude, I literally set the phone down because my notifications are like.
Oh, did you see what I did on Instagram today?
no.
On our group chat?
No.
I left the chat.
Oh, I saw that. Why'd you leave the chat? Because you're mad about the
I thought you guys were going to say something like,
Nope.
oh, is he mad?
I
If
noticed it because I tried to put another meme back on, and I was like, I looked for it, and I was like, wait a minute, there's only a picture of Alex.
You put a picture of me on there?
No.
No.
The group chat and IG, right? Between the three of us. I left the group today because he posted some bullcrap on there, and I just left.
Oh.
to
I
pretend
said,
like
I said, hey, Gabe, what time is the Ravens game at?
and I left the group.
I didn't notice.
But it's after he made fun of the Liverpool.
I didn't notice.
Okay, they won though.
I know, but still, man, I'm sensitive about them.
They're thousands of miles away. You're all right.
Well, yeah. Anyways, go back to the Laker game on Wednesday.
Wait, are you coming back to the chat?
Yeah, we have to make it again. I just wanted you guys to think I was.
You
really
know
mad.
what? You're on timeout from the chat.
That's okay.
Going back to the Laker game on Wednesday. So I thought it was. I mean, we lost by 1, but we still.
We came back from. First of all, we found ourselves down by like 21
Yeah.
points. Then we came all the way back and we had the lead, and then we threw away the lead.
Is it me or are we shooting better from 3-point range?
I think we're shooting better, more consistently throughout the game, but
Yeah.
we do go through spots where it's like, dude, what's going on? We can't make a basket, like wide open threes. We can't make
By the
it.
way, Quinn Cook was putting people on skates that
Right.
game. I mean, he broke some ankles. I like seeing him get off because I mean, last year when he was with the Golden State Warriors, when Curry was hurt, he did a good job.
Yeah, he's good. He's solid. His problem's always going to be defense, and Mo could probably talk about that more.
My thing is, I wonder about the rotations that they're setting, because I think Frank Vogel does a much better job than Luke Walton ever did on his rotations.
That's true.
But the thing is, like a guy like Cook, it seems like sometimes he just gets lost in that rotation. Maybe it is because of his lack of defense, but offensively, he has the game out there. I just wish that he could get more time on the floor.
I think so too. I think like, when Rondo, the crowd has been on Rondo and fans have been on Rondo the last month or so, and it's like, well, Quinn Cook's right there. Like, you don't need to go make a major trade. You have a dude on the bench who's showed that he could get buckets. And sorry, but when we're losing some of these games, it's because we can't find a person to go to other than LeBron and AD to get points. Like, you have enough defense, enough tall guys behind Quinn Cook, so to make it difficult for guys to score.
If only we had a guy like Lou Williams. Wait, the Lakers did have a guy like Lou Williams. Too bad we traded him away for what again?
Half-drank bottle of Gatorade.
Exactly. For what again?
For peanuts.
I still steam about Lou Williams, and I'm still upset about Zubac.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't understand why we got rid of these guys. And then he went to the Clippers, and now they're just like all-stars. So that's what gets me.
Dude, Dwight's balling, though.
Yeah, but what I was about to say, that's what gets me about Fultz. Why does this guy show out against the Lakers? These guys come to play against us, and then the next night they go against the Clippers.
What's a back-to-back?
Yeah, but
But that's what we talked about one time is they want to show up for the Lakers.
Because people are watching.
People
we talked about
still
that on
watch
our
Clippers.
second
That's
podcast.
something that you brought up, yeah.
Like players are always going to show up for the Lakers, even though the Clippers are good. It's like it's the Clippers, whatever. But because the Clippers don't travel well, it's not like you go to a game in Orlando and there's going to be like 1 million Clippers fans. You go to a Laker game in Orlando, half the stadium's Lakers fans.
Well, you got two of the biggest stars right now, current stars.
Right, but even when it's not, there's Laker game. Like that's something that you notice when Kobe and Shaq were playing. Like all of a sudden, there were Lakers fans like in every arena. And before it wasn't like that, when Kobe was playing in the Garden and you got you could hear MVP chants, like it wasn't like that before. It wasn't like that when I was growing up watching them on KCAL 9, and Stu and Chick were on the broadcast and doing their. You didn't hear that in opposing arenas where it just changed and they just took off. So now this is like a residual effect. Now there's half the stadiums are Lakers fans no matter where you go. That hypes up the other team because they're used to playing in empty stadiums. You look at Orlando's attendance, they're like towards the bottom of the league. But when Lakers go, it's sold out. So, of course, they're hyped up. So then when they travel here, it's the same thing.
I mean, there's Laker effect. People, season ticket members or holders are going to be, making money from reselling their tickets when Lakers come through because that ticket's going to go up probably 3, 4, 5 times what it's worth. I don't think that's happening for the Clippers. I mean, it's probably going up a little bit.
Well, also, it might be different for the Clippers.
They're still on Groupon.
Because you might have to, It might be just a different mentality, you know what I mean? It might be.
It's the Clippers.
Dude, the cheapest ticket for the Clippers.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying for as far as like them coming in and showing up.
So I'm saying the cheapest tickets on vivid seats for the Clippers for the Lakers Orlando game was like nosebleed seats were like 67. The cheapest I found for the Clipper game was $8.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Clippers against the Magic.
That's obvious.
Yeah.
When it was going back to the Lakers last night against the Rockets, did you guys? I didn't watch the game because I was watching the UFC, but I watched the highlights. But man, McGee, dude, he's been blocking people dunking at the rim. Oh my god!
Can I just say that Alex was supposed to be at the bar at 7, and his ass walks in at 8:45.
Which bar?
El
Standard
Segundo.
Station.
Last night?
Yeah.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah.
You guys have my number.
Dude, you left the group chat.
I did not leave the group chat. I left the group chat today.
Oh my bad. I didn't know.
Wow, this is like 18 weeks in a row now. That's crazy, dude.
But where'd you watch the fight at?
At my house.
Oh shit! My bad.
Would you drive all the way to El Segundo?
It's not. It's 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
that's true. My bad.
True.
My bad.
We'll start inviting you to everything we do.
It's all right. I understand. I'm too dark for you guys.
Nah, it's because see right now.
But he showed up. He was like, "Yeah, I'll get there early to save the spot," and he did not show up
At
early to save
8:45.
And it's funny because I told my brother-in-laws, they're like, "Oh no, Alex is gonna save the spot." I was like, "Trust me, like let's leave early,
Lil trust,
because he's not gonna save the spot."
It's part of the course. I'm gonna be late. Nah, I just,
And not only did he not show up at 7, he
on
showed
Salvi.
up right before the Conor fight.
he's on Salvi time.
I can't tell you why, but there's a reason.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, the Lakers Rockets.
It was a good game. You missed it. It was a really good game too.
Yeah.
So we were losing. We came back.
No, we.
Yeah, well,
They're doing what they typically do. They show up and they don't show up in the first half.
That's
They
what-
only
yeah.
show up in the second half. It seems like that's when LeBron decides that he wants to play, because I don't even think he took that many jump shots in the first half. It seems like he's more interested in trying to get these other players involved, and it seems like the only person that's on the squad that can regularly create his own shot without much help right now is Kyle Kuzma, which is funny because there's a lot of people online that want to get rid of this guy because Brandon Ingram is heating up a little bit.
First of all,
Exactly.
if we would have kept the young core, people would have complained. If you trade the young core, people complain. I mean, we guys got to do what we do, man.
We're trying to win right now.
Yep.
So as much as I love Brandon Ingram, the question you ultimately have to ask yourself is, who would you rather have, him or Anthony Davis? And
AD.
I want Anthony Davis, and because he's a once in a generation talent, and I love Brandon. It's sad to me that he's not here anymore, but you look at when Davis is on the floor, the Lakers are almost unstoppable with him and LeBron when they're running that pick and roll. But the problem with LeBron, in my opinion, it seems like even in that Orlando game, it seems like there's times where he should be going to the hole hard. And that's when it gets late in the game, he decides he wants to start shooting threes. Now, I'm hoping that's just because it's the regular season.
Yeah, me too.
And in the playoffs, because every time we lost to the Clippers, it seemed like he just refused to drive to the hole, and he would just settle for threes. They've
been sagging off of him too.
Also, he's like, he's mid-30s.
Yeah,
doesn't want to get hit right now.
Yeah,
before
like
the All-Star game.
You better be saving that for the playoffs, baby.
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, don't go
because
hard
if you
now.
saw in the second half, he was going a little harder.
Yeah,
he was going in.
But if you know, like even against the Rockets, but against the Magic too, the Lakers have been giving up a lot of layups.
Right.
A lot, like too many. And in the first quarter is where you see it the most because I think we're just so interested in getting everybody going offensively that our defense is just lacking until Vogel does those rotations and makes the adjustments, and his coaching staff, helps coach them, I guess you could say. Because if you look at the first half and second half against the Rockets, that's what happened. The first half, we were getting torched on layup. Russell Westbrook was shooting like 99% or something. Harden kept getting fouled, of course, because he's a little – I hate that guy's game so much. But then in the second half, we clamped down on him in that third quarter. As soon as the adjustments were made, it's like, okay, guys, let's refocus. Let's regroup.
And they were doing whatever they wanted in the second half, too.
One of those adjustments was putting Kyle Kuzma on Westbrook. And matter of fact, we were talking about Rondo. From what I understand, that Rondo walked up to Kyle Kuzma and said, you need to take this assignment personally and get on that guy. And so Kuzma was like, no doubt. And apparently that's why he locked him up in the second half. I didn't know it was like a personal challenge, but that apparently made the difference big time because, I didn't know that. Westbrook's numbers dropped and then the Lakers.
Yeah. I mean, I know Kuzma has came out this year in the summer and he said he wants to be known for his defense too.
Good guy.
Well, he kind of, I mean,
he's been
going
trying
on that trade,
He's been trying
harder.
Has to. He's been trying harder. And when you have bleached hair, you better be trying your ass off.
What is up with his hair? Oh my!
I don't even want to get into NBA fashion.
I hate his hair so much.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get to
going to NBA fashion all night.
He has so many fangirls though, like so many. The high school girls that coach, we were on Catalina or Laker games on. They're like, "Which one's Kyle Kuzma?" Like 15 girls, and they don't even know what he looks like.
My daughter went to go meet Kyle Kuzma. That shows you.
What?
She waited like 4 or 5 hours to take a picture with him.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
how big he is. Wow. With the youngins.
To be light skinned. That's all.
That's why these dudes won't hang out with
They
him.
love him.
I am brown.
He's
not
light
as brown as
skinned.
me.
They want to
Alex
pet
is
his
a little
hair.
pink today, but I'm brown.
Not as brown as me. I feel it.
Oh. Are you comparing who's browner?
I'm not.
The more brown, the more down.
Are we having a brown off right now?
We should have brown off then.
Mo, what are your thoughts on Bald Mamba?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he killed it too, man.
I love me some Alex Caruso. Okay, I'll put it to you like this: I'm one of those people that are posting memes of this guy calling him the GOAT.
Yes,
because
he is the GOAT.
Oh my God.
See, what I love about Caruso is just the internet
Bald
fame
Mamba.
that follows him. You know, because whenever he does anything good in the game, I cheer harder for him. Because maybe it's because he has that hairline that's just that really bad hairline. I want it more for him.
Is it a hairline?
Okay, because of his bad hair, let's just call it like that. Because of his bad hair, I root. Yeah, why doesn't he just let it all go?
Just
shave it all off.
Look like American History X dude. He's gonna look like.
Oh, he doesn't want to look like a skinhead on the floor.
He's young for losing that much hair, though.
Yeah,
everybody loses hair at different times.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but he's such a hard worker. So whenever he gets out there, he's one of those guys. He reminds me a little bit of a Derek Fisher in the sense that he's that guy that's always willing to take a charge.
That makes sense.
But unlike Derek Fisher, this guy has some hops that is.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect it, but when Alex Caruso mashes on you and flexes afterwards.
The Caruso mash.
Yeah, just.
The Caruso mash.
Caruso mash.
We do the Caruso mash.
Caruso mash.
It's the bald mash.
Caruso mash. Yeah. We spent.
Yeah.
No, I love Alex Caruso too. I think he's great. I'm up there posting everything, and apparently when LeBron daps him up before the game. He calls him the GOAT. He's like, "What's
does.
up, GOAT?"
He does.
Did you guys see the picture that meme that they have all online?
Yeah.
It's I think it's like a picture of Kobe and then a picture of Kobe when he was a young kid and then a picture of Jordan and Jordan was a young kid, then Caruso. And then instead of a picture of him being young, it's a picture of a baby goat.
So tomorrow
like
tomorrow we got a hot game from the Celtics.
Yup.
You know
In
how I
Boston,
feel
right?
about
In
that.
Boston?
Yeah,
in
the
Boston.
rivalry is real.
So are we on the Grammy trip? Are we on the Grammy trip now?
Yes.
Okay, so
Officially on that.
So it's gonna be a good game.
Isn't the Grammys like this Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday.
This
It's
Sunday,
usually
yeah.
between the Super Bowls. Yeah.
That's what's up. So I think we're gonna win.
Well, we're
let's do a
hoping
pick
to.
'em. Let's do a pick 'em. So what do you guys got?
Well, I think the road trip in itself, it's Celtics, Knicks, Nets, and Sixers. So I think if you split that 2-2, especially if we don't know if we have AD, but if we don't have AD and we split that 2-2, I think that's a positive road
I
trip.
mean, we're gonna take that for. We're gonna take all 4 of them.
I don't see them losing to any of those teams.
I think the Sixers and the Celtics would be losses that would be like. But I think if we lost to the Knicks or the Nets, I'd be pissed. But if we lose
Yeah,
to the
we're not
Celtics or the 76ers, I'm going to be like,
I don't see us losing to the Celtics because it's the first game of the trip. So we have a day's rest. I think we're gonna come out swinging. Is AD supposed to come back on this trip?
he's going to go, but
I'm not sure.
He's-
I keep hearing him practice and warm up. I'm not sure if it's official. He's coming.
before the last game, they said he still didn't look right.
Mm-hmm.
Before we move on, so the Clippers played on Saturday. They beat the Pelicans 133 to 130. The Pelicans took it to them. I thought the Pelicans were going to win, actually. Brandon Ingram's BI's been getting off. Alonzo seems like
Pelicans are getting low key high. I mean, they're not not gonna be in the playoffs, but
I like the fact Alonzo's actually developing the jump shot now.
yeah,
Where was that when he was here?
they're having fun too.
Yeah, well, because
kid.
there's
Like-
no pressure.
Yeah, exactly. And then Zion, is supposed to come back.
Good point.
I think he comes back this week, right? 22nd.
yeah.
Yeah.
He comes back against the Spurs, right?
Yeah. So it's like there's a lot of excitement.
So hey, we got to see what he's like, though. I mean, we don't know yet.
I mean, he's not gonna
We
come out.
saw him before. He looked
blazing,
really
yeah.
good.
We don't know yet.
He did they posted a video of he was just warming up and he did the underneath the legs dunk.
Hey man, we hope he doesn't. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Injury.
What's your fear though? I don't
Injuries.
get it. Like
I mean, no, like it just to me.
they're not gonna make the playoffs.
No, well, I feel like he might be injury prone
I can see that.
just because he's so explosive, and I feel like ligaments and stuff. I feel he might be injury prone, man.
Plus
I don't know.
his weight.
And and how many first picks have gone awry like that way? Like I don't know. I know you've been on Zion for a while.
Yeah, but then you
I
can say
don't
the
see
same
it,
thing
man.
about AD and because AD is a bigger individual.
Yeah, but he's not like
Yeah.
the explosiveness takes more on you than the toll on you than AD's never been an explosive guy. He's
All I know is Zion moves so the force. Like he ripped a pair of Nikes apart. I'm
Dude.
like, I've never seen
He's
that
like,
before.
he's like a linebacker playing basketball.
He's like a Bo Jackson. Remember Bo Jackson?
Yeah.
Bo Jackson ripped basically veins.
But to
right?
be honest with you, I'd rather have 8 badass years of Zion. You know what I mean? Than
I mean, if I'm saying injury prone, I'm talking about like injury prone.
But they need to put him in a system where he's not put in those positions to be compromised. He's going to go hard all the time, but if you put him in situations where he doesn't have to go through whole defenses to score, you put him in a system where he can play from the wings,
Yeah.
or he can play in the high post, and he can run off some screens where they rub off the bigger guys on him. I think he can stay away from those injuries. I remember like Derek Coleman when he came into the league, Grandmama, same explosiveness.
Grandmama.
Shaq, same explosiveness.
Larry Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Larry.
Yeah, but the same type of
But the thing
frosty-
is, the reason Larry Johnson didn't get hurt because he had React Juice in his shoes. Remember React Juice? He had
Yeah.
React Juice. So yeah, let's move forward with LA sports news. Let's go on to the scandal, the MLB scandal with the cheating. The Astros were
Man, kick them all out.
were caught cheating.
I gotta say, when Alex brought it up the first time for the first podcast, I was like,
yeah.
yo, I don't think anything's gonna come of this. So I kind of blew it. I even told him, I was like, I blew it off, right?
Yeah, he didn't think we should talk about it at all.
Yeah, I was like, and then all of a sudden it went that way, and I was
Right.
like, holy shit! Now it's like MLB just died this week.
Yeah, and they're trying hard to cover this up. To
It's so
sweep it under the rug.
stupid.
Yo,
They're
and
like the
tried
most
so
play
hard.
by the like. You can't celebrate, but you can cheat.
Yeah.
And you called it. You said if the penalty's not big enough,
Yep.
then
This is
it
trash.
wasn't. $5
So
million
trash.
and just a suspension. Like no.
They're hedging their bets that everybody loves their team so much that we're just gonna keep watching. We won't. I don't even like right now. I don't even feel like going to games next.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't. That's it. $5 million will buy you rings and World Series.
Let's do it. I mean, I would do it every other year.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, probably most teams probably cheat.
Yeah. But that manager too, it's not like he goes away and like he's let go and he doesn't get paid. He still gets paid. And
the Astros, their fans, and the organization are trying so hard to push this narrative that the wearable technology things, the buzzards, it's a conspiracy theory. They're pushing it so hard as, this is a modern day conspiracy theory.
Nah.
Look at the video. Look at the fucking video.
The guy was like, don't touch the wires. He was doing the nose coming down.
He was saying, don't touch my jersey. Don't rip my jersey.
Then he went to
Then
the
he goes
dugout.
to the tunnel.
Yeah.
Not only to the dugout, inside the tunnel where he's not seen by cameras, takes off the shit, puts on the championship shirt, comes back and does an interview and says, he's shy.
I'm shy.
He's shy and his wife's going to get mad. Which one is it? And second of all,
dude, and they're all shredded too.
First of all, there's been there was at least 3 games where he hit walk-offs in the season where he just jerseys got ripped off and he didn't say anything. Why? Because it wasn't on national TV, and they weren't checking. I mean, we should go. Then homeboy who was an ex-Dodger. Reddick. He has the tape. Everybody's saying it's confetti. So confetti's gonna fall on your shoulder, and then while you're on the field, and then you're gonna go to the dugout with the champagne showers, and then it's still on your shoulder. A piece of confetti is going to just stick on you. You know what that's called? That's called tape. Mm-hmm. And he has a wire under it. It is going through his. Bro, come on! Like, it's confetti. Look, first of all, it's white. It's like it's sports tape. You know, it's the tape you.
I've seen pictures of him throughout the night. Like it did look like confetti in other pictures, but
it's in the same spot.
But the problem is this is all a byproduct of the punishment isn't heavy enough.
It's not heavy.
Like we wouldn't be like
now it's all conspiracies.
Right. Now it's like, look, it should be worse. We know it should be worse, and then now add these conspiracies to it, and so it's just one of those things where it's not good enough. Vacate those titles. Nobody should I'm not a fan of give it to the Dodgers.
No, he shouldn't give it to the Dodgers because he could have given it to even the Yankees. Bro, not the Yankees. Sorry, because Yankees could have gone to the World Series.
MLB, I understand what your point about, Alex, your point about people are still going to go watch games or MLB's banking on that. But MLB's shown they don't give a crap if you pay to go or not. Some of these baseball stadiums are so empty and they'd rather protect their old rules of, not celebrating and playing baseball the right way. They'd rather protect that than go after the almighty dollar, because if they really allowed celebrating, that would bring in more viewers, but they don't care about that. So this is just another thing to show you, they don't care about viewers. They care. They should be caring more about this whole scandal. It's so infuriating because the punishment goes against everything baseball has stood for up until this point, which is be petty about every single thing that's abnormal. And this is not a little thing. It's huge, and they're giving them the lightest punishment. I think if it was the Astros and let's say the Mariners, dude, all hell would have broke loose with the punishment. But because it's their star franchise in the Red Sox that's marred in this, and the Yankees because Beltran was at the Yankees now, I think they're very cautious about what they do because it's one of their babies. It's their baby.
And it's Boston too.
Right. Right.
Yeah. I mean, they said the reports are that when it comes out, they're going to find that Boston did no wrongdoing. That's what I'm hearing. That they're going to say that Boston was clean.
And it was funny that homie just left after the whole Houston thing. All of a sudden he's like, oh no, we're mutually part ways.
Yeah, no. Vacate the titles, bro. That's it. That's the only thing. Vacate the titles. So when people go to the MLB Hall of Fame or whatever, they say, hey, Dad, what happened to that? That's because people were cheating.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no integrity in that game. That's it. MLB, it's what's the point of watching now?
So you can't bat flip, but you can wear a device that buzzes and tells you when off-speed pitch is coming.
Right. Right.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Batting is timing. Not only do you got to time the pitch, if it's a fast pitch, off-speed pitch, and then you just got to adjust your bat to put the barrel on it. Yeah. But if you know that it's going to be a 60-mile-per-hour pitch or a 90-mile-per-hour pitch already, that's half the battle.
Could you imagine if Altuve goes into next year and it has the worst start to his career ever, and people are going to be just eating him up alive and being like, oh, it's because he's not cheating now. And if
it probably is going to happen.
Or if he does well, they're going to be like, oh, it's because he's still cheating.
Well, look at his numbers. His numbers at home are fucking first ballot Hall of Fame numbers, and his numbers on the road drop you down to AAA numbers. So
Well, I told you in the car ride here who I feel the worst for in this situation, and that's Kershaw, because they were ripping this guy.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, all of L.A. He lost.
Yeah.
It was, now you
All
realize,
of,
hey,
sports media.
maybe he was cheated.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you Darvish.
Yeah.
And
So he's probably going to be the best pitcher we've ever seen, and he's not going to have a major league championship.
you garbage, as they were calling him.
Yeah.
A conspiracy I heard is they were talking to Bellinger's mom, and I guess she knew about this months ago. Like the Dodgers knew about this months ago, and I guess within the fraternity of the professional, baseball league, a lot of people cheat, and they just got caught, and it was just kind of like, if they do too much investigation, they might look at everybody and everything. So the Dodgers could have been also not cheating in that grand of a scheme, but somewhat cheating.
Well, I mean, everybody tries to steal signs.
Yeah.
But it goes beyond the legality of it when you're using video equipment and technology to tip pitches.
Yeah.
Like that. If it's some guy at second base and he's like got a beat on it and he's like, being able to say something with with body language to the hitter, okay, like kudos, you figured him out. Good job. It's like when you call a play in basketball, like you hear the other coach call a play and you're like, oh, this is what they're going to do. I know this play. I've seen them do it. That's good on you. You studied. You obviously are paying attention to the game. You're very immersed. That's fine. But when you introduce the whole video thing and the wearable technology and the banging of trash cans, like, dude, that's crazy to me.
Well, it's like the Patriots. If you're a middle linebacker and you're figuring out the quarterback, his cadence or body language, and a run is coming or up deep, you can figure it out, and you got to be in the game. It's like you said, kudos to you. But if you're recording people's practices,
and again, like that's what I'm saying. It might be most teams are probably doing something similar, and it's like, oh shit, maybe we just nip this in the bud and move on.
Well,
again, that's just a conspiracy. I'm not saying that that's like my conspiracy or
like if you're telling me that if I don't think the Dodgers don't cheat, I think everybody does little things to try to get a competitive edge, but no one else was using technology like these guys are. It's different. This is going above a new. Yeah, you're gonna tell me, oh, a guy who used to use if a dude who used to use Vaseline or a homie, like if you're doing a spitball or a piece of sandpaper. I mean, George Brett. I mean, George Brett got kicked out for the pine tar on his bat. Yeah. People corked bats before.
Yeah.
But this is a whole season of this is like it takes multiple people.
Yeah.
Like this is like a whole
operation.
It's not you just getting extra pine tar on your bat or
this hurts the game.
Yeah, like if you're a receiver and you put stickum on your hands, like this is a whole. It kills the integrity of the game.
Then the problem is that they don't get a do-over. Like MLB doesn't get a do-over with the punishments. You should give the harshest punishment that you could possibly think of, and then you could always lessen it later. You could be like, we suspend this player for a year. Oh, because of their good behavior and the fact that they involved in the MLB reentry program or whatever. Blah blah blah. We've reduced their suspension from 160 games to 90 games. But you can lessen it. They can't extend it. So if they're like, oh, you're just suspended for 20 games and then, oh, no, we think you need another 10 games. Like, no, that
It's because MLB doesn't lessen suspensions. Look at Pete Rose. Right.
That's what I mean. Like, this is so stupid.
Pete Rose should get let back into baseball because
he should be like the commissioner of the MLB after this.
Yeah. Now it doesn't seem like what he did is that bad.
No,
like he bet on baseball. At least he didn't fix the World Series, man. Twice,
dude, against the same team.
This is really bad.
It's supposed to be sacred.
As a Dodger fan, I can say I don't really care to watch the season next year.
Nope. No, me neither. And it's gonna hurt because I know it hurts the Dodgers, and we love them as our team. But this is killing. I don't care for the MLB right now.
But I also have to say I probably wasn't going to watch the season anyway because I don't have Spectrum.
Right. Along with 70% of LA. 70% of LA is with you.
But I'm going to say it's because of what happened, the cheating.
Yeah, it's the cheating.
So moving on to some more LA news. Let's move on to our team, the LA Wildcats. I got some breaking news.
Wow. What?
Breaking news. So we've been talking about the quarterback battle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's over.
Really?
Yeah, because the Wildcats have traded Luis Perez to the New York Guardians.
What did I say?
The Guardians?
What did I say?
Guardians. What did you say, Gabe?
I told you who was going to be starting.
Josh Johnson.
Nah, we've already talked about that. So, hey, you know what's
when they first came. You said you were gonna go for the brown guy.
He was a brown king, dude.
Well, you know what? Hey, shout out to Luis Perez. You're still a brown king in our eyes.
There's a lot of trade. There's a lot of
tall
trades.
brown king, and then just go rip it in New York, bro. It's just you're not a brown king in LA. This is the difference.
Yeah. No, I just saw the writing on the wall when they signed him, and then the last trade with Rocket Ross. That's what we were talking about. Remember, maybe they need a more blocking receiver than what Rocket Ross can offer them. Maybe this other guy was just more of a blocking running back. Wide receiver. Maybe give him a little bit more physical presence because they were going to run like a lot of option with Josh Johnson. And I guess he's the number one fantasy quarterback now for sure.
He literally is. Listening to the podcast Alex is on, they're saying that you should pick up Josh Johnson. He should be first overall.
Yeah, he's gonna be the first overall QB.
Also, the Roughnecks also traded for another receiver.
Oh,
so I don't know what's going on with the Roughnecks. Maybe they need some help on the receiver end.
Yeah,
I wonder if this is like a league driven thing. You know what I mean? Like,
so I have a quote from Coach Moss.
Okay, I want to hear it.
We respect Luis. He's a first-class person and a first-class player. We felt as though the development of Josh Johnson and Jalen McClendon would give us the best chance to have success this season.
Yeah.
Maybe they're really running that option stuff.
Yeah, I told you.
Norman Chow, man.
But the what I'm saying is I wonder if this is league-driven, these trades, because from a franchise perspective, because it's centrally, everything's centrally controlled with the XFL. From a franchise perspective, you look at it like, why would we trade this guy for like Rocket Ross? But maybe it's the league saying, hey, we want to make sure all the teams are balanced, all the teams are good. Like trade this guy here, we'll shoot you some extra cash, or we'll get you another.
Also,
receiver.
you got to remember the way the drafts came about.
Mm-hmm.
Josh wasn't available in that first one.
That's correct.
So, a lot.
Yeah.
I even thought about it when I was listening to what the other teams drafted, like Landry, Cardell Jones, and I was like, we got Luis Perez, right?
Right.
Who, very, like he did not that great in the AAF.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, he didn't do that great in the AAF.
So it was just kind of a weird move. Like we had to hype him up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't too excited.
We hyped him up a lot.
We hyped him up a lot, yeah. And
his dad played in pro soccer for Mexico.
Yeah,
and he has Chivas.
Yeah, so we hyped him up a lot, and when we got Josh Johnson, it just kind of made sense.
Yeah,
and who knows what other quarterbacks are gonna come out?
I mean, this guy gave up a career in professional bowling to be a quarterback. You say he taught himself quarterback from YouTube?
From YouTube, yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And he's never had like crazy NFL experience. He didn't come from a Division I, a big school,
right?
And again, he didn't kill it in the AAF, and I think he's kind of like on the older end as far as like a young quarterback goes.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of makes sense, and I kind of feel for his future as far as like a professional football player.
Let's see if he's even going to get playing time over there.
Yeah. Well, because they have Matt Gloin, and Matt McGloin is...
Oh, yeah. Well, I wish him the best of luck. I mean, I'm sorry that, he got... he's going from LA to New York. So, still okay. It's not like he's going from LA to...
Yeah, but that...
Wichita.
I wonder if he still gets the Tier 1 pay, though.
I'm assuming as long as he's still in the league.
Yeah.
But can't they only have like 2 Tier 1 players on their team or something?
Well, the picks.
Hey,
you could only the picks. That only mattered initially.
Okay.
But now that trades are happening, you can obviously try to do whatever you want.
I think we're excited because it was a Latino quarterback in the Latino market.
Yep.
But you know what?
We're here to win championships.
Yeah, we're here to win championships. Not
we trust the process.
We're here to win the first one.
Yeah.
Like this year, we're trying to win this year, not like over the long span. Like we need to win now.
But in our eyes, you're forever a Brown King, bro. Forever a Brown King.
Yep.
And good luck out there, man.
Appreciate it.
Oh, not you, Gabe.
Oh, not me.
Luis Perez.
Oh yeah. Him too. We don't have like RAP music, huh?
Oh man. Best of luck in the Big Apple. Man, the the Wildcats put the goodbye post up. So it feels sad, man, because
So
we were so we were so excited for him.
Say goodbye.
And it seemed like they're rolling out the red carpet for him for a while. Remember, he got his own. He's getting like the airbrush shoes.
That's what I'm saying. He was the guy that put the uniform on in the uniform reveal.
Yeah, they took him to the Laker game. He was shooting shots with Caruso. Gave Caruso a Wildcat shirt and a hat. Like he was on all the
ESPN.
Yeah, he was on. He was appearing in all the news shows.
What if he goes to New York and starts? He won't.
I don't think he can
over
beat
McGloin.
No, I don't think that can happen.
That'd be crazy though.
Because I already think the guy that's behind McGloin is also pretty good. I forgot his name, but
McGroin.
McGruber. Well, Luis Perez hasn't tweeted since November 30, so we don't know.
Well, I'm really excited for the season to start though, guys. Like we were on that conference call.
Yep.
The conference call had some good stuff to say. We were on a conference call with the XFL Wildcats, with the brass. Alex, shout out the people who were on the podcast.
Shout outs to Heather Brooks, and shout outs to Steve Graziano
and the Facebook page.
And Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle Bowler.
What's their Facebook page?
Cam.
I'm not on Facebook, bro.
Oh man.
It's the Wildcats fan.
Yeah,
Facebook.
he's doing a good job.
He's doing a great job.
Yeah.
So next weekend, January 25th, we're going to be at the Dignity Health Sports Center for the Wildcats block party. It's going to be from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Come and join us. We're going to be podcasting live from the event.
Live. You get to see our brown faces.
I mean, different shades of brown.
A lot of shades of brown.
Some of us are, light-skinned minorities.
Yep.
Oh, see? It's because I'm darker than you guys.
How do you? Because you're in the sun more because you play soccer.
I wrote down some stuff. I'm trying to find it.
This is us. This is Wild Talk. This is why.
I wrote some stuff that happened on the conference call, and I wanted to bring it up.
This is going to get edited out.
All right. You want to take a
bring it
break?
up. Look for it. Go ahead.
All right, so let's talk about some of these things that we heard on our conference call when we were on the phone with Madame Queen.
Heather Brooks?
Yes, Heather Brooks.
And Steve, right?
And Steve Graziano?
Yeah, and Steve. Scuba Steve. So they tested they tested with focus groups and players. They asked them about the rules, and they said that they didn't want to change too many of the rules when they met with the XFL, that a lot of the focus groups and players were like, hey, we want it to still be football. We don't want it to be some type of show. We want it to be a real football game. So that's why they decided not to change too many of the rules, which I heard we're going to get into in a little bit.
Okay.
Right. And then they want their game days to be a reflection of the fans. That was one of the things that she kept saying.
Yep.
If you're listening to this, which you can't not hear me if you're not listening, but when you're listening to this, just know that the games, the Wildcats games, are going to be a reflection of the fans. So they want it to be fan centered. They don't want to give you a team in a box, is what her quote was.
Yes, it was.
And then they want to recognize us and invite us onto the stage.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
be
on
the main stage, the big stage.
We're gonna be on the big stage on the 25th.
Big things. And
Gabe is gonna sing the national anthem.
I am.
I bet you're gonna have a fresh cut too for all the ladies.
Of course, I'm gonna have a fresh cut, man. I'm gonna be on camera. We're all gonna be on camera. We're all gonna look good. 12 Brown Kings. Beto Duran is gonna be the MC. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, Beto Duran. Shout out to Beto.
Wait,
one of my
Beto
favorite
Duran?
people in sports.
Yeah, so that should be really cool. I was like, oh dang, he's gonna do all the games. That's a pretty good get.
His name is Beto Duran.
Beto
Duran.
Beto. And then they're gonna have the fan zone behind the burn. They said that fan zone where they're gonna be able to go in and out of the parking lot.
Yeah, so it's like it's currently the tailgate areas where the Lars and the ACB tailgate areas are. So
somebody's gonna be locked up.
So they can lock it up, yeah, but it's gonna be open. So it's synthetic grass, sail shades. It's it's a very nice area.
Yeah, and they're gonna be they heard about tailgate, like people want to tailgate, but they don't want to be trapped in. Once you go in, you can't come back out. So they're gonna be able to go in and out, in and out, in and out.
Gotcha. So there's gonna be like a ticket stand. I mean,
I don't know.
I assume we'll see. We'll talk to them Saturday.
And then I thought this was cool there for the kids because you want to get your drink on as their parents, or you want to have some fun. They're gonna have a Cub zone for the kids because
Cub
of Wildcats. Wildcats.
Oh,
Cubs.
got it, little baby. Wildcats are called Cubs.
Yes, and a group of Wildcats is called a.
It's called a Destruction.
So that's pretty cool. The Destruction Squad should be the cheerleading squad.
So then, what's a group of Cubs called?
Cubbies. Cubby holes.
The little cubbies.
They want to integrate a sign making component. So they want fans to make signs because normally at other sporting events you're not allowed to bring your own signs.
So the homie Sam's gonna come with us, and he's gonna have some designs for some like mini tifos so people can make. He's gonna be more involved in he's gonna in sign making, helping the art.
Yeah, I thought that'd be cool because you can't bring in your own signs, but if you walked into the stadium and they had a whole section with paper and crayons and markers where you could make signs up to a certain size, and you would pay like $1, like a donation, like donate $1, you get to make your own sign, sort of a thing, and then you could make them in the stadium, so everything's controlled, everything there is okay to use.
Also, well, go ahead, keep going.
And then, the players are going to be dropped off by the bus in the fan zone in the parking lot, and they have to walk through all the fans just to get into the stadium. Oh, that's dope. So they're nobody does this in any sport where they always drive into the tunnel, right, for player safety and secrecy or whatever. They drive them in. But they're going to drop them off literally like where the tailgate's at, and they're going to have to walk through smelling all the food, seeing all the beer. They're going to be tempted. There might be some smoking of some stuff going on, too, that they're going to be like, man.
Are they going to do that for both teams?
No, just for the Wildcats.
Oh, okay.
There's 5 home games, yes.
I would say it'd be dope if we could line up on the enemy side and throw trash at them as they go.
Welcome to LA, mother.
But you got to remember, this is like 2-3 hours before the game. Yeah, this isn't like
this is something exclusive to us. So this experience is our. I don't know. We don't know the experience of other arenas, but this is our experience. What we experienced when we play in LA. So we're Heather, the president of the team, Coach Moss, Steve, Graziano, all the front office people, they have basically gone to the fan groups, gone to us fans to get our input and create an experience for us. And we think the Wildcats is going to have the best, most inclusive fan experience of everybody.
So also to listeners, we meet with them every Tuesday. So if you guys have any ideas
or questions
that you would like, or questions, you can, either email us at wildtalk.LA.
wildtalk.la@gmail.com, or you can send us a DM or even just put it out there on a tweet. So it's
and no idea is dumb because they're seriously
no idea is dumb.
So they want to be out there.
It's wildtalk_LA on Twitter and on Instagram. If you have any comments or anything you want us to bring up to the front office, our voice is heard, and Wild Talk is the voice of the people, so we're here for you guys. So send us your comments, your concerns, or your ideas, and we'll pitch them.
Yeah, even Chance, because they were looking for Chance.
Somebody
on the call
Chance
had some fun. I'm not going to say it because they listen to the show. Everybody listens to the show, right? So
you can say it, bro.
So some of the chats were whack. You know what I'm saying? Come on. But it's hard.
The whole claw thing, we can't be at the claw. Yeah, come on.
I'm like, I don't know.
I think that they have to happen organically.
Lion face.
And I think we've
They should steal the chant from Wildcats, the movie. You guys never seen that movie?
Wildcats?
Yeah. They should steal that chant.
What's
it's
the chant?
just sport of kings, better than diamond rings. Football, Wildcats, football, Wildcats.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
What movie is this?
Wildcats.
Oh, you've never seen Wildcats? Oh man.
I think we should show it.
It's such a great football movie. It's got Goldie Hawn in it. And it's one of those old films. It's about a magical white woman who comes to the ghetto and fixes. She teaches black people how to play football. And by the way, they have the best cheering section ever for any team in that movie because it's like 3 fat black girls and they're like UGLY, y'all ain't got no alibi, y'all ugly. What?
Man, it's always tough to see old Hollywood
that
movies.
From something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wildcats. It's a great movie.
We should show that movie. We should ask them to show a movie.
Wildcats.
Why don't they? No. But like at Dodger Stadium, they do Friday night movies. Why don't they do that the first Sunday of every month? Because it's only for 2 months, right? Yeah. They should show a movie at the stadium.
Wildcats football.
They should show a movie after the game at the stadium because they're not going to be played late, right?
No.
So show a movie. Invite everybody onto the field.
Hopefully they have enough money because you know what else would be dope is like fireworks after the game.
Wildcats got a 22 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, the movie's got 22% approval rating?
It's still higher than the new Star Wars.
Crap.
Yeah.
Hey, guess who's in it? Nipsey Russell.
The classic, yeah.
Wesley Snipes.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Oh, man.
Woody Harrelson.
I know we can't get Wesley, but we can get Wesley Snipes type. Wesley Snipes type.
Woody Harrelson's in it.
Oh, nice. White man can jump. And
Yeah, oh yeah, that is a cat. There's the two guys from Right Back Hand Jump.
Right.
Shouts out to both of them, amazing actors.
And then the last thing I wrote down was they're gonna have an X spot on the field to hype up the crowd. Did you hear that?
What's it?
Yeah,
What do you mean an X spot?
I didn't understand. I wanted her to explain that a little bit more. But apparently there's gonna be like a celebrity guest or something.
yeah.
Gets invited to the spot on the field, like a designated spot where I don't know, they're supposed to like hype up the crowd or like do something crazy or
As long
something.
as it's not
You know,
like
it's
Rob
probably
Lowe
Freddie Prinze
today.
Jr.
Did you guys see Rob Lowe at today's game?
No.
Oh yeah,
What'd he do?
It was really awkward because you could tell he was paid by the network to be there. So he was wearing a NFL, just a hat that said NFL on it, and so he didn't look like he wanted to be there. So you know how they do it? They look who's in the crowd, and then they
Right.
start talking about some show.
I was gonna say he's probably got a new show
It's-
out on
it's
Fox.
Oh,
some
there was
911.
like a Vegas
Yeah, I
fire
think-
department. I forgot.
I think it's called
Austin,
911.
Austin. Yeah.
But it was so obvious that he was there just because he was there to sell this show, but
Yeah.
he clearly didn't want to be there.
I don't blame him, dude. Who wants to go to a fucking Niner game?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. The shot was taken.
Damn, yeah, look at Wesley. Look at Woody.
Nice. He's showing me a picture of the cast of the Wildcats, American Wildcats.
You guys have never seen this movie?
You know what? I think I
Look at Woody.
dang. I might have seen it like a long time ago because now that I see some of the movie shots.
By the way, you know who's also in that movie?
I recognize
Bubba
that too.
Gump.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
Oh,
Bubba
really?
Gump is in that movie. He's a young Bubba Gump too. He don't talk about shrimp at all.
Nice. He hasn't graduated to shrimp yet.
Yep.
Oh man, this is really old.
I think I've seen this.
So let's
Yeah.
When you said the ugly outline, UGLY, I gonna alibi you ugly. I remember that.
you ugly.
Uh-huh.
Man,
They were some great cheerleaders.
So
Yeah. She goes on a ride on that because she's trying to teach him how to hit hard
Yeah.
on the thing, and they ended up like taking her across the field eventually or something like that. She's screaming at him as they're
All
coach.
Wildcats fans must watch this
Yes,
movie.
this should be. You should put this on social media.
I'm telling you,
on
it's
our
got a
social-
great
We'll do it.
chant.
We'll do it. We'll put it on our social media. tonight.
Wildcats football.
is Woody that much younger than Goldie?
Yeah. Well, he probably aged better too.
Okay.
Oh, bubblegum. So we talked about the experience in for the fans. So let's talk about what's going to go on the field. What about the rules, guys? Let's read the.
Let's
so
do it.
Mo hasn't heard the rules. So why don't we talk about the rules and then Mo give you his responses. He thinks is a good change or not.
Okay.
The one I actually like is punt. The team that's gonna punt.
Do we have like a list we can go off of?
Yeah.
No. We're gonna do it though, like the wild time.
No, there's okay.
Wild talk, baby.
When we do it the wild time way, fuck facts.
So we'll talk about the kickoff.
What'd you say?
We'll talk about the
I said
new.
fuck facts.
Oh.
We'll talk
I
about.
thought you said something else.
We'll talk about the thing that stupid. We'll talk about the 5 things that are changed during the game, which are the kickoff, the point after the touchdown, the punt, the double forward pass, which is self-explanatory, and then overtime. The overtime's pretty dope.
The overtime's pretty dope, but the punt,
But go ahead. We'll talk about the punt first.
the team that's punting can't leave. So after the punt, they punt the ball. It isn't
What do
until
they
the
punt it
receiving team receives the ball
Before they can run down.
before
the
they
field.
can run down and go tackle them.
Okay, I think that's a good change.
I think that's a good change because in the NFL, you're starting to see teams use the whole pin back thing. Like, let's pin them back. Let's pin them back. Well, like, they're on their own 40, and then they decide to punt so they can pin them back. This is kind of cool because in a lot of ways, that team can get 25 yards. So then technically, you're only punting 15 yards, right?
Right.
Let's just say that. So it's a good way to, like, force teams to go on the 4th down.
Right.
Yeah, but they also to incentivize them from keeping it inbounds and making it playable. If it goes into the end zone or out of bounds,
Yeah, it's
inside the
35 yard, yeah.
they go automatically start from the 35.
Right.
So if they kick it out of bounds too, so it's going to be harder to like angle your punts because you have to trust the bounce. So they're literally kicking it to the middle of the field, and the guy's going to get a little bit of a running start.
It sounds like they're forcing the action to happen.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
by letting the receiver actually catch the ball and get ahead of steam. So, because it seems like the way the NFL has it, it's more of an advantage for the defense.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because as soon as the receiver catches the ball, he's usually surrounded by the other team.
Right.
So the fact that some guy's going to get a chance to get ahead of steam coming at you Yeah, I think that's definitely an advantage for the offense. So I look forward to seeing it. I think it's a good change.
And also, it's going to encourage teams to go for it on fourth down.
To go for it on fourth down. Again, when you're on your own, when you're on their 40.
Yeah. What's the point?
What's the point?
Or the 50 even, because you're going to, I mean, I guess you could get better field position if you're on the 50. But
again, it's just taking that, let's just keep pinning them back. So I think that's a good move.
Seems like it destroys conservative football.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's the punt one. And then next we'll talk about the point after the touchdown.
Okay.
Yeah, so the point after the touchdown, after you score a touchdown, there's no kicking.
No kicking.
So you got to line up.
So I'll never see a kicker go for the punt.
You'll see the kicker just kick off in the kickoffs. But as far as you can still score 3 points, like if you want to score a field goal.
Okay.
But after a touchdown, you either have the ball is on the 1 yard line, which is 1 point.
The 2.
2, sorry. And then it's on the 5, you get 2 points. And then on the 10 yard line, you get 3 points.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you could get 9
That's
points.
different.
You get 9 points, yeah.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, no, that is different. Because I actually do like to see in the NFL the players go for it, because I don't always want to see a point after.
Yeah, because the point after is just a waste of time.
Yeah.
So if the defense, too, if they take it away and go back and score, they get as many points as the team on offense was going for.
Right.
So if they started from the 2 and they run back and score, they get 1 point. But if they start from the 10 and they get an interception and go and score, then it's worth 3 points. So it's worth the same amount of points as the other team was going for.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you get a pick 6 on the team going for 3 points, you get those 3 points.
Oh, wow. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a significant change. Okay. Yeah, I would have to see how that plays out.
Right. But it's like it doesn't go against football. Like,
No,
you know what I
not
mean?
at all.
It's actually more football.
Right.
Yeah. Once again, it sounds like they're getting rid of conservative football. Let's just do the right thing and kick the extra.
Yeah, and
point.
it's not gimmicky.
Yeah. No, I can see that being exciting, but I can also see a lot of unsuccessful attempts at extra points.
But again, that makes the difference of the game.
And you get to be creative as a coach.
Yeah.
And you can be 18 points down and still be within 2 touchdowns and the extra points from getting back into the game.
That would have helped the Packers out today.
They needed a
Fucking
10-point
losers.
extra point
You
conversion.
fucking losers, you Packers. Go away.
And then overtime. So we'll talk about overtime.
Yep.
So it's 5 rounds of overtime.
5 rounds.
So they play rounds like in soccer. You've watched soccer?
Yeah, I've seen.
So they do penalty kicks.
Uh-huh.
So it's best out of 5. So it's the
No,
same.
no. But they don't want any ties, so it can go as many as it takes.
Yeah. But I'm saying it's
Well,
best out of
after 5, they go to sudden death, just like penalties.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So say it's overtime. Is there going to be like a kick to a team?
Nope.
They start from the 5-yard line.
Uh-huh.
And you get 1 play. So if you score a touchdown on your 1 play, that's that many points. But it doesn't mean you win. The other team
They
then
get to try.
So I'm wondering
Back and forth.
So I'm wondering if it's going to be like one offensive team and the other defensive team are lined up on one side of the field and the other team's lined up on the other, and they're literally watching each other from opposite ends of the field. That'd be so dope.
That's crazy.
Like they're taking a knee, watching the other side, and they're like, "Damn, all right, we got to score now." And
Yeah,
then bam,
do that.
So it's mimicking penalty kicks in soccer.
Right.
So you go, and then you go, and if whoever has the most wins after the round of 5, so if they're tied, they go to sudden death.
This is the best one because, as we saw with the Saints, when they scored a touchdown, it was over.
Yeah.
This one's the best one.
I actually like this rule the best so far because I've never been a fan of watching teams like before in the NFL. You used to be able to just go into overtime and kick a field goal to win the game. The other team wouldn't even get the ball.
Yeah.
And in college, I honestly think their overtime program is a little bit better than the NFL. So this I actually like because I actually like seeing penalty kicks in soccer as well.
Yeah, that's like the most exciting part.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this actually seems like really innovative. And once again, gets rid of conservative football.
Yeah. So it's 2 points if you convert it. If the defense gets a penalty on the first play, they move the ball up to the 1 for the next play. And if they get another penalty, it's automatic score.
Oh,
so,
wow.
they don't even if you get 2 penalties on defense back to back, automatic score for the other team.
What?
And then on offense, for the offensive team, if they get a penalty against them on their 1 play, it's over. You don't get a retry. You don't get to move back. Or you get to move back once, and then the next time you don't get a point. It's over.
Oh, wow.
And then the defensive team can't score. So if they take it away, it's done. Like it's a wrap. And then you don't have to play all 5 rounds. So let's say a team goes up 3-0. They score the first 3 times, and the other team on the other side hasn't scored.
Game.
It's over.
Okay.
So they don't have to play all 5.
Yeah, that doesn't sound gimmicky at all.
No,
That sounds fun.
Yeah, that sounds pretty dope. I kind of want to see a game now.
Think of the logistics of it as a fan, right? You're
Dude,
watching one side, and then all of a sudden, like, okay, let's see what they do, and like you're drinking a beer, like just like
that's a bunch of anxiety right there, dude. That's like you just can't sit down. You're like, what the fuck?
And it's quick cheering because it's like 30 seconds between each thing, so it's like a regular play clock. So as soon as they score, okay, 30 seconds, the other side's snapping off. Boom, 30 seconds, this side, and you're like, yeah, come on, or like, oh, and like it's quick. Or if you know you need that stop or that score to win the game,
Right.
like it's gonna be hyped,
Dude. Especially if it's like,
So I love it.
If it's like the one that's, that team has 5 and it's it's the last one and they only got 4 and you got to stop it. It's gonna be fun.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
Exciting. How exciting.
it's just so exciting.
Okay, and then the kickoff, which.
Yeah, so the kickoff now is they're gonna line up. The kicking team's gonna line up on a 35. So on their 35.
Okay.
The receiving team is on their 30, right? And then the receiver. There's only one receiver that's receiving the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kicker's still kicking from their own 40. So he kicks
25.
from the 25.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's even further back.
Yeah.
And so they're only 5 yards apart. So after he kicks, they're trying to eliminate the high level collusions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Collisions. Sorry, collisions. They're trying.
Collusions is what Gator said.
No, collusion. Exactly. I was like,
Guilty of collusion.
Yeah. But they're trying to eliminate the collisions because especially in kickoff, man, that shit's fucking a fucking all-out war, just a gauntlet of just motherfuckers flying everywhere. So they're trying to limit. As it is, the kickoff is kind of pointless, right? And I think it's also right if the kick out of bounds is 35, touchback is 35. So they're actually encouraging people to run.
Yes.
Right? And they're just trying to avoid the collisions.
And it needs to go past the 20-yard line, but it has to go in between the end zone and the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
That's where the kick has to land. So they can't kick it out of the end zone or they get a penalty. And you can't kick it before short or you get a penalty too.
Okay. Well, I'm struggling to see like the advantage. So I guess
there's no advantage. Okay. They just want to start at the 35.
Safety,
yeah.
They want the play to be. They don't want out of bounds. Like literally, the rules are: we don't want you to go out of bounds. We don't want to stop the clock. We want to keep the game moving. We want fans to be constantly engaged.
Okay.
We want the ball in play.
I mean, there's like not rules, but there's like the play clock is only 25 seconds. So I think right now football is 40, right? And NFL is 40, and then the halftime is only 10 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want a 2-hour game. That's it, 2 hours.
Okay. Wow. Dang, only 10 minutes for the half? That's not even long enough for the coach to cuss him out.
I don't even think you can go in the tunnel.
That's the only one that I'm like, you could.
You're going to see coaches cussing them out on the field.
The only problem with that, I was like, you're not hurting the team, you're hurting the fans. Like, that's not enough time for me to go fucking buy beer.
And go pee.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they should be a little bit longer than 10 minutes.
That's
so far the one thing I'm like, I don't know about that.
That one's going to change.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because by the time they get back there.
Because they're going to be gassed, dude.
Exactly.
25-second clock.
Especially those linemen. They're going to jog to be like...
Now turn around and go right back to the field.
Like the center in Little Giants when he's trying to run at the end of the annexation of Puerto Rico and he's running. He's like,
annexation of Puerto Rico. The little kid pulls out the fucking play from the computer.
Yeah. How about you run the annexation of Puerto Rico?
Another great football movie.
Yeah, they should just show
with
football
the ice
movies.
box.
That's what we should suggest to Heather the next time. Be like, show movies on the lawn.
Which one, Air Bud?
Only football movies.
Yeah. We should.
Like, remember the Titans, like Little Giants.
Yeah.
And then, like,
Dude,
Wildcats.
Little Giants is hands down my favorite football movie.
Over Remember the Titans?
Over Remember the Titans.
Any Given Sunday?
Just Little Giants, bro. Rick Moranis.
Or The Program? The Program is a good one.
Bro.
Necessary Roughness.
I love
Dude,
that movie.
To me, that was the best cowboy jerseys I've ever seen. The ones they had Little Giants with the double stars.
Yeah.
Oh my! I hate the Cowboys, and that jersey was fire.
That fucking big ass kid that didn't know how to speak English.
I rub his legs with what is this?
Spike?
Condensed milk.
Spike.
Spike played football.
Dude, the Icebox. She's probably one of the greatest players
Becky?
of all time.
Becky, the Icebox.
First ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, dude, she to me was as fictional characters for sports. She's as badass as Apollo Creed.
What?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
she's
Man,
tremendous.
You're going all in.
Tremendous. Darren Sawa, this is before he found out that his destination was final and shit.
Oh, yeah.
He's out throwing paper towels, toilet paper inside the
Rocket Rod,
Yeah.
before Rocket Ross, there's Rocket Rod.
I like that.
I just wish Al Bundy could be the Wildcats head coach because
Yeah.
he lost to Rick Moranis that one time, but other than that, he was pretty much undefeated.
Right.
He had the Heisman in Ohio State.
Pretty much. Come on.
And then the last rule that changed is the double forward pass. So
So now, in the NFL, you can only throw once, right?
Right.
Now you can throw twice. You can do a forward pass. It has to still be before the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
But you can throw a forward pass, and then that person can also throw. So you can have two passes within one play.
Wait, I'm a little confused. So say the quarterback throws, the quarterback has to be behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, so right now it's either a pitch back,
right,
or a trick play is you have to throw.
This would be a backward.
Backward pass.
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't have to be a backward pass.
Mm-hmm.
There can be two passes in one play, but it doesn't have to go backwards.
But do they have to be behind the line of scrimmage?
It just has to be behind the line of scrimmage.
Both passes have to be behind the line of scrimmage.
Not both. One.
So the first pass,
and then the next one can go.
So how far?
So I can take a seven step drop back, throw it to the line of scrimmage, and then that person can chuck it.
Like if you're gonna run a screen, so I would do it like a screenplay. I'd run it, get my fastest guy on the weak side where we're not gonna run a screen. I'd fake it that way, throw a screen to the other side because usually the running back comes off of he'll come off from behind you. Set it up with the lineman on this side. He'll get it on this side, and then obviously the defense is going to converge this way. Have your guy running a slant on the backside, and then have that guy throw it over the whole defense. That's how I'd run it.
This is like super option, like all the option. If you're an option team,
which we're going to have.
It seems like some very college quarterback stuff.
Yes.
But
within the rules, you can't do that.
But I also think they're going to line up like college teams, probably with the clap instead of a cadence.
Right.
Because they're only at 25 seconds. So.
Yeah. Let me ask this one question, because it's the only thing I'm confused about. So say a quarterback throws it, let's say 5 yards downfield. If the receiver catches that ball, can he throw it?
No, he's already past
only
the line
if he's
scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that sounds pretty wild. I mean,
that one's the only one that could be gimmicky, but
the thing is, it depends on the offense.
Well, what it does is it eliminates. So when you're running a trick play in front, you have to do the pitch or the toss, and you're doing. Let's just say that you have a receiver coming around or in motion or a running back, and a lot of times you see their plays fail because the person drops it or they're not ready because they're thinking pass. In their mind they got to pick it up and pass it, they drop it. And it becomes a fumble. Now it will be an incomplete. Second of all, you can now if you're doing one of the reasons trick plays don't happen as much or only happen when they need to is because when you do stuff like this, not only is the quarterback either in shotgun or taking a 5-step, 7-step drop, and then they got to pitch it backwards. If that play blows up, you're losing so much yardage. Now you can do it in the screen, right? Instead of going backwards, you could do a quick drop, dump it off to a running back that's going wide, and he could just throw it from there, and you don't. And if it does blow up, if there is a blitz, if the guy drops it, you're losing 20 yards trying to do a trick play.
Yeah. So, for example, they could throw a flea flicker. Oh, I can't talk all
flea flicker.
A flea flicker, and then somebody can throw it again after that.
Yep.
Yeah, but a flea flicker is going backwards.
Right. Yeah, but I'm saying. So, for example, I could throw it back to like a running back, and then he can come forward and throw it again. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I got to see how they use that. Mm-hmm. It depends on the offense, but I can see how it could be innovative.
I'd try to do it once a half.
Yeah, I think they're gonna take advantage of it. Somebody like Norman Chow was an offensive guru.
I would do it once a half, and I do it. Just keep doing it.
What was the best team that Chow had as far as like offense go? I know
USC.
He bounced
SC
team. Did they win a national championship?
Yeah, twice.
Okay.
Wait, they won two, right?
Yeah, and this, let's just say you have a mobile quarterback, or you go in the Wildcat. Let's say you go in the Wildcat, or you do a straight snap to your running back. He can throw a screen to your quarterback if he either motions or then just does it like a route, and then the quarterback can grab it in the line of scrimmage and do a bomb.
Yeah. Okay. Some stuff that would get a definite flag in the NFL.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's making it so they can do a little more creativity, a little more trick plays without the risk of losing 20 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards each time, or a fumble.
Right.
Because if you throw a forward pass to to a quarterback, and he drops it, and it's incomplete, and you just go whatever next down, you lose it down.
Also, they got the head of referees is Dean Blandino. So they got, you know who he is?
No, who's that?
He's good.
And they can't run off the clock. So the clock, one of the rules about the clocks is that they can't run it out. Like, you can't take a knee. It stops after 5 seconds and under 2 minutes.
It's kind of like college.
Yeah, so that's the thing. After 2 minutes, it's going to stop after every play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. So and the offense, like if you got a 2-touchdown lead, you have to run plays. You can't take a knee.
Right. Yeah, they seem like they're focused on taking conservatism, being conservative out of football.
Well, they want entertaining football.
Yeah. Also, only 2 timeouts, right, per half?
Yeah.
How many do they get in the NFL?
3 timeouts per half. Oh yeah, no, two. You're right. In college, it's 3.
And all the replays are going to be
reviewed by the fans.
Reviewed by the fans.
I'm about to say what?
Come on, bro.
How is that gonna work?
If you get above a certain decibel, it overturns it.
It turns out that the Wildcat fans say it should be theirs again.
Right. Especially since we have the rare with the claws.
They could do that. You could text to vote something and then show it on the screen and then it'll turn it over.
So no coach challenges. There's going to be a official in the reviewing every play, and they'll like in soccer, like VAR. If they think something's on, they'll initiate it, and then the referee in the field will look at it.
Oh, okay. That sounds pretty good.
The replay official will correct obvious errors.
It's gonna be like, dude. Even watching the little video, the clips they have on Instagram.
Oh, 1 foot inbounds.
Looks like good football, dude.
1 foot inbounds. That's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like college.
Yeah, like
college. That is like college. But, I wish the NFL honestly was that way because there's a bunch of catches that I think are incredible catches, but the guys push them out, and 1 foot should be enough.
Yep.
So there's going to be coach-to-player communication, right? Kind of like the NFL, where the coach will allow they'll be able to talk to the
quarterback
or the defensive player
for the first 10 seconds of the play clock or what?
Yeah, but the crazy part is that you're gonna be able to tap into it as the broadcasters.
Yes.
So
you'll be mic'd up.
We'll be able to hear them.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So whenever the broadcasters want to go into the so right now everybody with the green sticker, right, in the NFL, they have the communication device in the helmet. So you can talk in college. You don't have it. In the NFL you do, where you can actually talk to the person, either one defensive player. Now, anytime the broadcasts want to see what's going on, they can.
They could be like, oh, they just called whatever play.
Interesting.
Wow.
Dude, they got like Pat McAfee's gonna be like some kind of reporter that's basically he's able to go anywhere on the field. Like he could interview.
Oh, sorry. By the way, in the NFL, it's one skill player, right? The guy with the green helmet.
Yeah, it's either the middle linebacker or the quarterback.
And this one, all offensive skill players will have the.
So he could talk to all of them.
Yeah, every skill player will have.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they could tell which players to come out, players to come in, instead of
And
sets.
it could be someone in the booth.
Yeah.
It could be like, we're like red belly, like whatever that means, right? So it's something that they work on in practice. From the booth, you could see the coverage, and then you could be like, oh, red belly is something we worked on if they play, the zone or whatever. So it's gonna.
But wait, they're gonna be, because I think in the NFL the communication is only like 15 seconds or something.
Stop.
Yeah, this one will keep going.
It's gonna keep going.
Yeah, it can keep going. There's no stop after 15 seconds.
They're still developing it.
Yeah.
But they're still developing the rules around it. But
because otherwise you can tell them what the coverage is, then, right?
Yeah,
I can see the coach screaming at his players, "Watch out! They coming to get you."
Yeah, and they want more plays. They want more, they want more offense, and they want to be able to carve teams up, go back and forth. So
yeah, I think the communication probably would help the offense come together quicker. So I mean, since it's a startup league, any kind of way to get these offenses clicking right off the top, I think is a good thing.
So now you heard all the rules, Mo. What do you think?
I didn't know what to expect at first, but I actually like a lot of them. Only one I'm kind of unsure about it. Once again, is the kickoff, and I see why they don't really want the big hits, but I actually like a lot of these rules, and some of them, like the overtime rule, I think that the NFL should actually switch to. So yeah, I look forward to the season.
Well, something Gabe said in a previous podcast, and as the relationship between the XFL and the NFL grows, and hopefully it becomes a strong partnership, if the NFL wants to do a change, instead of this could be their test to roll it out. Like they can have the XFL do it first,
right?
And if there's proof of concept, then they can change, and that I think that would be cool.
You could survey fans and players and be like, "How did you like this rule?" And if it has like a certain favorability, then they have a more data to present the rule change in the NFL. But I also know that XFL doesn't want to be just a testing site. Like they want to run their own stuff too. So. Like if they made a rule, it's not because the NFL wants us to try it out, but it's low key could be like that. Like the G League does that for the NBA.
Right.
They try out rules that they end up putting in the NBA, but they have a tighter partnership. So I think Alex is right though. As the partnership grows, maybe the NFL's like, we'll help keep you on for a couple more years if we can, play with some rules in your league.
I see that happening.
That'd be
Especially
great.
the catch rule.
I know.
So
what is a catch anymore?
I don't know.
For the Luis, just to go back to Luis Perez, we took a quarterback. We took one of their quarterbacks back, Charles Knopf.
I don't know.
So I
was just reading about the other one, Jalen McClendon. He was he did a stint with the Ravens.
Big trust.
Big trust.
Can't even.
Gabe, do you know anything about him?
Bro, I don't even want to talk about the Ravens right now.
Dude, Alex is just fresh off his wounds, man.
He even said it.
He's so selfish.
He said that he didn't expect his team to go that far because they were the 6th seed. But
I think he was just trying to be optimistic.
This guy was played for the Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. All right, so let's move on to some let's touch up on the playoffs real quick. So today the games, my Titans play the Chiefs and we lost by 11 points. It was a good game. I think that we played a great first half. We were in there. At the end of the first half, we kind of gave it up, though, that run. I mean, horrible tackling by the Titans. Horrible tackling. We should have kept it to a field goal. It should have been a tight game going in. And we gave the momentum to the Chiefs, and they did not give it back.
The thing about the Titans, it's a blaring need. Quarterback.
Yeah.
It's weird. They were a second half team, and they fell apart in the second half.
Yeah, glaring no quarterback play.
Well, we said Tannehill was more of a game manager.
Yeah. Are you guys bringing him back next year?
I don't know. Maybe. I
don't know.
know.
You guys need to figure something out. Cam Newton?
Well, he was a backup. So we brought him in as a backup. So he might go back to that. But I think he deserves a chance to compete.
No, for the man, because once they shut Henry down, you guys had no response.
No, and he.
We said that in last podcast. Yeah. We said that I trust Mahomes. We trust Mahomes more than Tannehill, which is why I think the Chiefs were going to win the game.
Of course.
Yeah.
I didn't say that, but yeah.
No, you didn't. We did.
Because after it was 17-7, and the Titans, same thing. They let him get hot. There was no answer.
Once they went 3, once you go 3 and out on the Chiefs, or you have a short offensive drive,
and that was it. And they caught on, and
right after they scored too.
And again, I just think it's because of quarterback play.
Yeah.
No, quarterback play was a huge thing today.
It's their weapons too. Like they have the best tight end in the league in Kelsey. They have the best tight end in the league, and then
it's funny because it's kind of like the Lakers in the sense of like if you're not gonna get hot, then this guy's gonna get hot.
Right.
And it was like Kareem Hunt didn't get that hot, so now it's like Sammy Watkins is time to get hot, and he got hot.
And but Tyreek Hill had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And then they have Hardman, who's like super fast. They have 3 of the fastest guys in the entire league on their offense, plus Kelsey, who's like a.
That's what I'm saying. Monster. So they were just like, "You're not hot, I'm hot." Like, and then they just
I think
the best quarterback.
And I think coaching too. Like it's on Vrabel a lot because he basically went to the second half and just copied what Houston did when they got blown out, and it's give them 15-yard cushion. I mean,
there's no answer for them, man.
No,
they're only rushing 3 guys. I'm like, why are you only rushing 3 guys? Yeah. Like you were leaving Mahomes like he hit all the time.
First of all, I kept saying we need to blitz. They need to blitz more, and they should have gone man. Yeah. I'd rather go man and lose than give them so much cushion and have them carve you up. Because if you
your pass rushers were
that's
gone.
how they beat us, our Ravens, the last 2 seasons.
If you
because
give them,
we went to zone and we stopped rushing. And when we were blitzing Mahomes, we had the game in hand. And then all of a sudden, it comes to the fourth quarter, and you're like, all right, let's play zone. Let's just maintain the game. And then all of a sudden, boom, like he picks you apart.
Yeah.
I mean, we beat them in week 10 by rushing Mahomes.
Oh yeah, you guys beat them this year too.
Yeah. We went away from that.
I don't know why you guys didn't rush. That's weird. There was no. I don't even think he got sacked.
No, he didn't.
0 sacks.
But
and the tackling on that run though.
So,
but I mean, it's coaching. It's a lot of coaching. I mean, and
you guys are going to be good for a
while.
while.
I think we, like I said,
Gabe,
we'll be back next season.
I'd like your receivers.
I mean, if
they're beasts. They're so big.
Our offensive line's good. I think if we
my brother-in-law said that.
If we keep Henry and we get a good quarterback, I think we're in it. If not, this was a Cinderella story. I didn't think we were gonna make the playoffs. We did.
It took the Chiefs 7 years.
With the same lineup, dude. I don't think we get this far. We need to make it. But I think maybe this run will let us. We'll be sexier in the minds of some free agents.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know what's funny?
Especially a quarterback.
It's funny what you just said, Gabe, because my brother-in-law said, he goes, I don't know if it's the uniforms for the Titans, but they just look fucking big.
They're giant, dude.
Yeah, they're
big. They look like the Blitz. Remember the video game Blitz? NFL Blitz? Yeah.
Of course I do. I was a king of that game, bro.
Yeah, that's what they look like. The whole team just looked like these fucking massive buff dudes.
They look giant. Like you see them lining up against the cornerbacks, and it's just like not even fair. The guys, the receiver's crouching like in his stance. And the other guy, the defender, is like standing straight up, and he's still not as tall as the guy crouching.
What's his name? Was that a rookie? Brown?
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown?
Josh Brown?
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown, right? No.
Jaylen Brown's a basketball player.
Oh, no. Josh Brown.
Or is it A.J. Brown?
A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown.
Okay. Woo! We got it.
By the way,
if
anybody wants to smoke on NFL Blitz, hit me up. Bang my line.
Damn, he's about it. Come see him.
Especially if you got Nintendo 64, come get this smoke, right? Catch my fade. Let's go.
And bring a controller.
Hit me up on hit us up on Twitter. Let me know where and when, and I'll come serve you.
Dude, we play that video game at work. Well, I don't play it. I retired, but I play it all the fucking time.
That means you lost all
the time.
Dude,
me and Mo used to play Blitz all the time.
I think I still owe you 100 tacos.
At one point, we played for tacos. And
let's cash those in, bro. I want to see Alex eat 100 tacos.
Tune in next week when Alex eats 100 tacos.
So the next, so obviously the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. Are going to the Super Bowl. In the next game, it was the 49ers against the Green Bay Packers, and for the first half, it looked like it was a replay of the game during the
first
season.
half, just the first 2 series, and then it just took off from there.
And then the Packers tried to make a comeback, but it was too little, too late.
Yeah,
if they didn't score that last field goal, it could have been kind of a game.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm a 49ers fan, so I was very pleased with the game. And I think George Kittle is the best tight end in football. I'm biased.
Yeah. No, he is.
I just, that guy's amazing.
He's a good blocking tight end.
He can
and
do
people
all.
People don't see that.
He can block. He can catch.
That's why what's his name? Molster?
Mm-hmm.
He crushed it today, right?
Right.
And again, it has a lot to do with Kittle being a great blocking.
Yeah,
tight
he's
end.
good. He killed my Ravens too when we played him. He did really good.
Yeah. Well, your Ravens.
So who you calling in the Super Bowl?
I can't call it this week.
Yeah, too soon.
We gotta do it. Like, we're not holding you to this, but preliminary calls. Call it right now.
The Niners.
Chiefs.
Niners.
I'm a 49er fan, so I got to go with my team.
So I'm the only one choosing the Chiefs?
Yeah.
For now.
For now.
Let me see. My logic is the same as this week.
Because I'm thinking Kareem Hunt with 2 weeks off could fuck it up.
No, for me it's...
But I don't trust Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Well, I think this was him getting out of his own way today because he could have overcoached that game against the Titans today, and he kind of just... You could see when... He's just like, let his players do their thing. Like, he trusted Mahomes on the line to call his own hurry-up offense, 2-minute offense when they got down 17-7. All of a sudden, Mahomes is running the show. The old Andy Reid calling in every single play with his big old McDonald's menu.
Oh, his his Cheesecake Factory menu?
They said...
Dude, that's actually could be the X factor is the coaching staff. Because Niners are well coached, but they're young.
They could try to overcoach.
Yeah.
On the real, though...
They seem loose.
I don't
yeah, but how is it overcoaching? You just run every play. Garoppolo threw 8 times today.
Yeah.
Dude, but that defense wins championships.
Dude, that defense is nasty.
That defense is nasty.
But then on the flip side, that offense is nasty too for the Chiefs.
Need to be.
Yeah, but if Bosa gets to, I'm not even gonna. I think they can get to Mahomes.
They can, but Mahomes is a different beast.
Same animal though. Shout out to Kobe Bryant.
Yo, what the fuck does that mean, Kobe? But are you the same animal but a different beast?
How many records come out? Records break. More records. What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
What the fuck does that? Anyways, go ahead.
No, so I just think if the Titans would have had Ibrahim Moses, we would have won the game, bro.
Donkey teeth.
Hey, Gabe, low key, were you satisfied with the Titans loss? Be honest.
I was.
Revenge?
I was happy. Good? I was happy that they lost.
What was the score against the Ravens?
I don't know. I blacked out.
Hey, all I can say is I took down the best team in the league, and I ended Tom Brady's reign in New England.
He ended his
back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, that fool cleaned out his suite.
Yeah, you ended a dynasty, man. Yeah, because they breaking up.
Call me the Witcher, homie, because I can't
monsters over here. Thanos over here, man. Balancing out the universe.
Anyways, so then, Gabe, what did you bring with you?
Gotta put on gloves.
Are we doing this part now?
I mean, yeah, we're done with the rules.
We could put on our gloves.
I got big man hands though, bro.
All right. So I know these are small. We could put. I'm just gonna put on one glove. Michael Jackson.
No glove, no glove, no love.
Okay, it's not that dramatic. I just wanted you to put on gloves to be really dramatic about it.
It's something Gabe would do.
So they don't know what I brought to the studio today. For everyone listening, I actually have Adidas box here from the '90s.
So there's gonna be 3 vials. They're gonna be
there's
one of them
holes in it too.
One of them has
Alex's box.
One of them has hepatitis C.
There's holes in it.
One of them has hepatitis B.
I have another box with the old Seattle Supersonics sponsor on here.
Elise?
Oh, it says what it is on top. Don't read it. Here, Rico, this is yours. This is your. I present to you this box, but don't read the top.
Let me take a picture.
And Mo, I was gonna open this, but this is for you. Here, you can use that one. And since you don't have gloves, that's actually perfect for you there.
Okay.
Okay, so
this is I think this is
So on the count of 3.
Hold on, this is Gabe's. Is this Gabe's investment portfolio right here?
This is my future stock. I bought stock.
Yeah, I thought so.
This is my retirement plan.
I think I know what it is. I lost mine at my friend Joe Medina's house. I left it there one time and never got him back.
It's a snake. Okay, so ready? You can open it on. Rico's not ready.
Damn, he's really serious about us wearing gloves for this. Cause I think I know what it is.
1, 2, 3. Open it. Everybody, open it.
Oh shit!
Oh, wow.
Damn!
Oh wow!
Those are the most valuable ones. So that's why I wanted gloves on you.
Dude, I used to have so many of these.
Because we eat ribs.
Wow.
So you have in there, you have them too. You have the whole, but yours are already in plastic, so you're good. That's
Oh,
why
okay.
You got Larry Johnson right here.
Yeah.
Does he have React Juice? Oh shit, Clyde the Glide.
By the
so
way,
for everyone listening,
yeah,
yeah, go ahead, Mo.
You got Del Curry.
Dominique Wilkins.
for those not in the know or not here to see, he brought a bunch of basketball cards, like the old school Upper Deck ones.
And
D Brown, the winner of
football.
Oh, D Brown when he first had
Yo,
the
he
pumps
has a
on.
bunch of Kevin Johnsons right here, dude.
So those ones on top are the most expensive ones. The Reggie Miller one and that one's like $200.
Who's it, Scott Skiles?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
Scott
look, you
Skiles.
got David Robinson right here.
Those are all the gems.
Fuck Scott Skiles.
What year is this?
It says on the copyright, so if it'll say like property,
1989,
there
dude.
you go.
It's just on good
Hey, do you have the
condition,
Jordan
too.
playing baseball card?
I don't.
He's got a Christian Leitner card.
I have more than that. I have more than one.
I keep forgetting Dave Robinson was 7'1". I think he's born in
Yeah, that's
1965.
because he plays like he's 6'2".
Hey, look what we got here. Magic. Oh, he has a Ken Griffey card in here, too.
This is
Jerome Kersey, do you have him by team?
Oh, look at him.
So I was gonna say this is my project for the
Jordan.
for this year is to put these in categories by the maker. So a lot of Fleer cards. I got a lot of Upper Deck cards. NBA hoops.
I have Fleer, Upper Deck. What was the other one?
There's hoops.
Donruss?
I don't have those.
Or
Oh, that one has some.
Did you ever collect baseball cards?
Different ones. What's that one on the bottom left of that page? That
Oh,
you're looking
Topps.
at?
What about
right
Topps?
there? Yeah. What, I have some Topps.
Lindsey Hunter.
Yeah, but what's the maker of that? Is that an Upper Deck?
This is Topps.
Okay, so the Topps are worth a little bit more. And then I have this old one that I got at the '94 World Cup. It's Pele and Bobby Moore. It's a colored one.
Like colored as in Pele or
Colored? Bobby. Actually, it's funny because Bobby Moore. It's still black and white because it's Pele and a white guy.
Yes. You're stupid, Gabe.
Man, you got a lot of Sean Bradley rookie cards.
I know. I know. So some of those ones are the ones that Rico has over there.
These look pricey.
Creme de la
Have
creme.
you checked how much these are?
So the Reggie Miller one that he has, like any of the ones that are shiny or any of the ones that are like.
He still has packs that are not open.
Yeah. Oh, so I found those today. I put that on my Instagram.
Yeah, I saw
or
the
Twitter.
94 World Cup cards not opened.
Still not open.
I'm glad it's not a
look
snake.
At this Michael Jordan. Dude, try to get this one valued. 1989. From Brooklyn.
Well, on that note, another great episode of Wild Talk, folks.
Wow.
Mo, how did you enjoy your
Baseball Jordan
first episode?
Baseball Jordan. There you go.
I
there.
definitely enjoyed being here. You guys got to watch Wildcats, the movie.
American Wildcats. We're gonna watch
American. Well, that was the international name. It's called Wildcats in the
Oh,
US.
really?
Yeah.
Wildcats.
It's called
football.
Wildcats in the U.S.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, American Wildcats for all you international listeners.
I like it. You can follow me on Twitter at Gabe_Montoya 13.
I thought it was Sports Vigilante.
Oh, that's
Instagram.
Instagram. Sports Vigilante. I know. I should synthesize them and just make one.
Yes, you should.
Yeah, so you can follow me at Beelzebubs LA. That's BEELZEBUBS_LA on Twitter and Instagram. Alex Calderon Photo. First to 5. I have so many. It just could take too long to say all of them.
Chris Rico LA on both of them.
You have anything?
And
to
I'm
plug?
usually picking on Gabe on his comment section, so come find me there.
That's what a friendship with Chris Rico brings. A lot of criticism.
I know.
And what about you? Anything to plug, Mo?
I don't have anything to plug. Thank you, sir.
Long Beach in the house.
Does Mo really exist if he's not on the gram?
Ooh.
Damn.
Tune in next week.
We'll find out next week. All right, guys. See you next week.
Lace.
Adios.